And now here we are with another shark movie. This one is Dark Waters, released in the early 2000s. Bit harder to find, to be honest, to watch. But nothing can stop the sharkscape. Now this movie, well, I got some shit to say about it. Let's just get right into it.
The plot of this film involves a sort of scam artist sea explorer trying to get money for a search for Atlantis mission when he is basically kidnapped and told that he has to go explore this destroyed station off the Gulf of Mexico. The guy in charge of this expedition knows that this dude has done some shady business, so our Atlantis searcher Connish guy decides he will go do this expedition with his female partner. Well, this destroyed station, if you couldn't guess, was destroyed by sharks. Sharks that for some reason are really aggressive. It's almost like these sharks are some kind of weapon. Wink wink. The plot is incredibly predictable in every sense of the word, really. Some of these characters are just caricatures, really, complete with totally cheesy backstory that involves a father being killed, his partner being a rogue, crazy bitch. It's all sort of stock, generic kind of character building that in all honesty made me cringe or grit my teeth and made me not really want to continue watching the movie. The movie is just way too predictable for its own good, and I could spot what was going to happen a mile away. Easy. No, like 3 miles away at this point. Maybe I've seen too many of these movies and I can just do that now, but this movie isn't exactly complicated. It's really by the numbers, if anything else. At least the ending was alright. I will give the ending that. It wasn't too abrupt and had some good closure, so that's a plus. Really though, this plot as a whole was not very good. When it comes to how often you see the sharks, it's not very often at all. The ratio of shark screen time versus human screen time is really bad in this movie, and there's just way too much human stuff. The sharks are barely in the movie. They're in the beginning and they show up I think once in the middle and they're at the end and that's it. Like they are seriously not in the movie for the most part. A lot of the movie is just talking and exposition. Lots and lots of exposition that really was just not needed overall. There's way too much. No, the movie was just straight up bad in that aspect. I will say that this movie did come out in the early to mid 2000s, and the sharks, they might not be on screen too much, but when they are, they actually look really good. For the time, these looked really good overall, and they honestly are about on par with what you'd see a couple years ago. I was moderately impressed, I will say. But that is how it's, however, because the sharks are on screen for so little time that, yeah, they're gonna make them look hella good, but they're barely on screen. But when they are on screen and they're killing people, I gotta say, it's actually not the most exciting. They might look really good, but it's not the most exciting. There's only a few kills in this movie, and well, one of them is pretty good, but the rest of them are all extremely generic. I gotta say, it is pretty funny that sharks are just smashing into stuff and blowing it up, but other than that, and one kill in particular, they just aren't anything special in the slightest. I found myself predicting what was going to happen and how the shark was going to kill, and I was correct every single time. I wasn't surprised once. There was just nothing really unique with this movie's kills. Now, when it comes to the acting, I actually think it was okay. It wasn't amazing or groundbreaking or really that good, but it was passable and it was okay. It was probably one of the stronger aspects of the movie. Well, there is a bunch of corny, stupid exposition. I gotta say that the acting is okay. Clearly the main guy and his female partner are the best, but everyone else at least acts like they might try. So I guess it was uneven in that aspect. But there is at least an attempt, it seemed. An attempt. I tell you though, they aren't the best at conveying emotion. They really don't convey it well at all, except maybe rage. Whenever they're trying to be serious, they just whisper. But what about that one scene I alluded to earlier? It is some really highly good acting, like really good acting in this movie, and it's easily the highlight of the whole movie. You know what, I'll just show you the scene. And now you've seen the best part of the movie. So in conclusion, is this movie any good? No, not really. I'll be entirely honest, I wasn't expecting something good here, and I walked away with the exact same feeling. The movie didn't do really anything special, it didn't do anything unique, it was extremely predictable, there wasn't a single part where I honestly wasn't bored, minus that one scene. The CGI might have been alright, but the kills were ultimately boring. The acting might have been at its very best decent, but the story went pretty much nowhere, and in general, I just felt like I was pretty much wasting my time watching this. We have a limited amount of time on this earth, and I wasted it watching this. So yeah, with that in mind, don't really recommend this one to anyone at all. You've already seen the best scene of the movie, like what's left to show. It's also so ridiculously predictable that you could just guess what'll happen and you've seen the movie. So what does it get on the shark scale? Well, it gets the same rating as any movie that just bores the crap out of me. A 1 out of 5. It's shark shit. Don't recommend it to anyone, didn't have any fun watching this one, and I would have rather watched an ocean full of other shark movies. But if you like this movie, you can go ahead and tell me why I'm just totally wrong and why I'm probably a poo-poo head. But I really doubt you'll be saying either of those things to me. So, don't watch it. Have a nice day, night, evening, morning, Christmas, whatever it is. Bye-bye.